So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 92 of our Portsmouth career mode on the PS4 FIFA 15. And yes, right, we are very close to episode number 100 of our Portsmouth career mode, which I'm really grateful for you guys that you have continued to watch this episodes and this series, and you've supported it right from the very start. And I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone that has watched and supported this video. But we're going to be kicking off this episode with a game in the Champions League group stage. It is going to be our first game in the Champions League, and it is going to be up against, I believe they're Fenerbahce, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, the first chance game does actually fall to them. They play the ball out wide, they play it back inside, and they do have a shot. But thankfully for us, they did not have their shooting boots on, and their shot went wide of their post. But they do make us pay for some sloppy defending in the 53rd minute, as a lovely dink over the top of Simone Scuffet into back of net puts us 1-0 down in this game. And to be honest, we didn't deserve to get anything out of this game. We were playing awful, and mainly because we had our weaker squad out, because I didn't realise we had a Champions League game, and I thought we would be able to beat this side. But thankfully for us, Vitinho is the man that gets us back on level terms in the 73rd minute. A lovely scoop turn as he puts the defender off. He runs down, no one can actually catch him for his pace, and a lovely shot from outside the box as he cuts it right into the corner of the net. And thankfully it was a fantastic goal for us. And actually there, Vitinho, because he's the secret gem at Portsmouth, you don't know. Maybe he is the absolute star in the making. But Copenhagen, we ended up drawing 1-1 with, so that's a very poor result in our eyes against a team that we should be beating, especially when we've got the likes of Juventus in the group stages. And if we don't beat teams like that, we won't even progress through the group stage of the Champions League. But we had to try and keep our aims on both the this cup, obviously the Barclays Premier League, the Champions League, and I believe we're out the Carling Cup, but we're still at the FA Cup, so hopefully we can try and do our very best to try and do well in all three cups and try and get the triple. But the first chance game does actually fall to us in this QPR game as we're playing at home. A lovely ball gets played through to Lukaku. He has a shot, but the goalkeeper does cover his angle as well and puts the ball out wide. And it was a good save from the goalkeeper. But we do then have another chance in the 22nd minute. It was Lukaku running down the box, running down the wing, and he puts the ball into the back of net. A lovely finish. This time the goalkeeper can't get anywhere near it. And what a fantastic goal it was from Romelu Lukaku, the young Belgium, as he is a real star in the making. And I'm really looking forward to using him this season. And I think he's an absolute powerhouse. He's got really good strength, sprint speed, and his finishing is really good, and also his heading. And actually there, lovely accuracy to actually hit the inside of the post from that angle, as it was a very good goal from him. But they did have a corner in the 35th minute. We play the ball out wide. It comes to Lukaku. Lukaku runs at the defence. Hoylett, not the slowest of players, he takes him on and he keeps on going. So Romelu Lukaku just keeps on going. No one can catch him. He does do very well, plays the ball back. It misses everyone, but it comes to Divock Origi at the far post. He hits it first time, and an absolute delightful goal from the Belgium, who they're linking up together. Divock Origi as with Romelu Lukaku. It was a lovely ball across, and look at that for a finish from our 83 rated Divock Origi. He is so underrated, to be honest, or we don't use him enough, I should say. We just really don't use him, and I think after this string of performances that have been putting together, we have to start to use him, because a player of his quality cannot be missing out and sitting on the bench. So a lovely goal from him there as he picks up his first of the season in the Barclays Premier League. So I was very pleased that we did get our second goal and give a little bit of space between the two clubs. But here, Julian Draxler, another new signing for us, comes through, and he once again finds the back of the net. So all three of our new signings, or Divock Origi, not that new, but he's still a recent signing. But Draxler and Lukaku both score very similar goals. Draxler is probably a little bit better because he hits it from a tighter an angle, but still, two very good goals from two new signings. And them two new signings could really help us push up in the top of the league. And I was very pleased of how Draxler managed to take his shot from there. But I'm really not sure whether Draxler is actually left-footed or right-footed. So if you do actually know whether he's right-footed or left-footed, let me know in the comments down below, as I really much appreciate it. And that's actually his second goal in the Barclays Premier League so far. And nothing else come off of this game until the 83rd minute, when Victor Andre cuts through. He basically sliced our defence, but thankfully for us, it was Simone Scuffet in our net that actually denies him from getting a goal and getting them a consolation. But the final and last game of this episode was going to be up against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium, so it's going to be the toughest tie of the episode. We're currently in 4th place, they're currently in 6th. Actually, though, we've only got 11 points because obviously we've only just started the season, but they have got a very strong squad. They've got the likes of Negredo and Costa up front, and obviously their back line is very strong with Nastasic and company, so it's going to be hard to break down. But then, yet again, you look at our squad, and we have got a very, very good all-round squad now, and especially when we've got the likes of Goretzka sitting on the bench, as does Anthony Martial. But the first chance game does actually fall to them. But thankfully, Scuffit comes out and makes a save. He throws the ball out to Zivkovic, who loses the ball to Fernandinho. It comes to Nastasic. Nastasic plays the ball back to Negredo. Negredo plays a good ball through to Suclair, who plays it back to Negredo. Negredo to Zusolini, plays it to Fernandinho, and he should be scoring, but he puts his shot wide of the post in the 45th minute, and the pressure was now on, and hopefully we'll be going into half-time 0-0. And we did get a save. We'd actually saved ourselves a little bit, as thankfully Fernandinho misses that chance. But then, as I like to play out from the back, Simone Scuffit, I didn't really see the player there. I thought we would get a good enough contact on the ball. He doesn't. It was a ball straight to Fernandinho. He cuts inside past Chambers and finishes, or plays the ball to Negredo, who pretty much tramps the goal, and they put it into the back of net. So a poor mistake from me, but yet again, I play out from the back all of the time, and of course, sometimes it's going to go wrong, and unfortunately for us, it went wrong for us in this game against Manchester City, and that proved really costly as we ended up actually losing the game 1-0 against Manchester City, as nothing much happened in the second half. It was a pretty boring game, but I was very disappointed with myself there to actually let the team down like that. A poor mistake, individual error from me, and I'd like to say sorry for that one, boys. But we're going to finish off this episode with a squad report. Lots of our players are progressing very, very nicely. We've also got our first centre-back in the 80s, and we've also got Alen Halilovic, 84 rated, so he's our highest rated player at the club at this moment in time. So I'd like to say a huge thank you for everyone that's watched this video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it's going to be very much appreciated, and I really hope to see you next time very, very soon for the next episode of the Portsmouth or the Inter Milan career mode. Thank you, bye-bye.